Welcome to FTMO Performance Talks, the podcast about trading performance for serious traders. In today's episode,
it's not easy to lose money. And when you're a trader, you are always losing money.
What's your current risk management?
Would be 0.13 per trade. That's what I like. When I lose, I don't feel that sense of urgency to get my money back again.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Performance Talks. My name is Michael and this is Juan from Costa Rica.
Hello Michael.
Juan is very successful FTMO trader and he is managing 400k account. So today we will discuss trading psychology from trader's perspective. Let's start a little bit general. In an interview with Vitek, you said that the toughest part for a trader is to conquer the psychology or the mindset.
I would say I have never faced anything that was so difficult for me.
Mm-hmm. So if you can just briefly give more details about that for our viewers.
Of course, Michael. Well, thank you first of all for having me here. A great pleasure. And I said that on Vitek's interview because I definitely mean it. When you're a trader, you need to work a lot with your psychology because it's not easy to lose money. And when you're a trader, you are always losing money. Mm-hmm. Every day. Maybe it could be, hopefully not, right? But definitely can happen. So you need to be strong enough in a mental way to overcome those losses and think the right way so you are a profitable trader over the long run.
Yeah. Okay. You mentioned losing money. For me, that's something what I call accepting the losses, because that's also a big topic for many traders. So my question would be, if you think about accepting the losses, because you're trading for like 4 years, around 4 years?
Yeah, around
right
4
now.
years. Mm-hmm.
So I would be interested, and maybe our viewers as well, is how this changes across the time. So because when you started, how the loss felt and how it feels when you have a losing trade right now.
Of course. Well, at the beginning, when I started, losses were there, but I wasn't prepared because maybe obviously I was starting, and actually I was putting maybe too much risk per trade. And then, right now, nowadays, I am working or risking little. My focus as a trader right now is to be professional enough that I can hold my accounts, no matter if it is an FTMO account or a personal account. I want to hold that account over the time. No rush in building those accounts up. So I like to take my time. I want to be consistent, and this is the main reason why I like to trade very safely and using small risk.
Yeah. So basically, you don't think like this is get rich quick. It's more like I allow myself that it will take time, and I'm not in a rush. That's why I can keep the risk lower. Because with the big account you can earn a lot even with the small risk.
That's right. And also with a small risk, when you lose, you don't feel that deep emotion in yourself that you need to open another trade just to get your money back, because you know that your risk is, well, first of all, is little, and it is just about trade. But that's only that about trade.
So maybe what I'm getting is to keep the risk at the level you can emotionally like afford. Because when the risk is high, maybe you can recognize that like if I lose the trade, it will do something inside with me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What's your current risk management?
Would be 0.13 per trade.
0.13 per trade. So that means that it's like 60 trades before you would like the worst case scenario is like 60 trades losers in a row, something like that.
I believe so. I don't have the number on the top of my head, but I would say that using 0.13 risk, when you have a bad streak, maybe I'm losing maximum 2% before you get back on track and to have some winners. So that's what I like, and that's what I focus. When I lose, I don't feel that sense of urgency to get my money back again, because I am only losing 0.13, which is really little if you compare to the whole account, of course. And then eventually you will put some trades in, and they will be winners, and then you'll be doing your money back. So then that's nothing. Nothing happened.
Yeah. So you just need to follow the process, or keep following the process. And I know that you had many payouts. Like, let's say we can say that you had very successful year, like the 2023. And currently, when we did a little bit of talk, this month I think we are in a bit of drawdown. I mean, that's nothing how we call it, like, it just happens.
Yeah,
it just happens. So it's not like I'm saying that you are not doing well, but what I would like to ask, because we did talk about the drawdown a bit already, so how do you cope with that? Because for many traders, being in a drawdown, it feels like a nightmare, you know, they just hate it. And I remember myself, I hate it as well. So my question is, how you cope with that? What helps you?
Well, what helps me with that, I would say that I really like, as I previously mentioned, to take my time. I know, because I have enough experience to know that I can get back, I can recover my account and get the money back if you are patient enough. And that's one thing that we need to be clear, right? Because if you are not patient enough, what you feel or what your emotions will trick your mind in doing is, let's go put a trade, and maybe the trade isn't there. So you are just placing a trade just because you want some money, but you forget that when you're in the market, the default is to lose money, unfortunately. So that's the default. You need to be clear on that. If you enter a trade, more likely you will lose, because you only have 15 pips of a stop loss, or maybe you're a swing trader, so you're using 25 or even 40 pips of a stop loss. But the market is the market, and if the market moves against you, you can't do anything. So better be patient, look for quality on your trading, and before quantity.
Yeah. So what I can see is like focusing more onto the process and trade your system, not your emotions, because when you are in a drawdown, and when you think about drawdown like, I hate it, then you trade the fear being in a drawdown.
That's right.
Yeah. So trust the process, maybe be patient is the thing. Maybe it's a bit personal question, but when you think about your trading now, what would you say is your biggest weakness currently, or what is the weakness?
Definitely the psychology part. Still, yeah, that's something that you will have next to you, I believe, always as a trader.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so sometimes I still struggle with my psychology. So yeah, no secrets with that.
Okay, and what specifically, or what area of trading? Because we can, let's say, if we can force trades, or we can close trades earlier, or we can over risk. That's what you don't do, I guess, because you are pretty strict about the risk. But what it would be? Because you said my psychology. So what specifically, or what part of the trading process you think that you make the biggest mistakes?
managing my emotions. When, for example, I close a trade early
Okay.
and I don't see GG going up 200 pips, I really feel bad.
Yeah,
I really feel bad about that. So I feel like an urgency of putting in a trade. And maybe that's not the right time, right? Because first of all, you are really emotional at that time. So you need to cool off your emotions and then come back the next day.
Okay. And when the, let's say, tilt or when the emotions happen, because you said when I close it early, or when I close it and then I see it going far more. So it's, you know what I'm asking? Because you can have two situations. You can have emotions. I don't know. I'm afraid to give the profit back, so I close it. And then you are beating yourself because you see that it's going in your way, but without you. Or there could be another situation that you closed it because of something, because of your strategy, and then it goes without you. So, what was the case? If it is clear.
In my case, would be when the market, when my trade was right and I wasn't patient enough to hold the trade.
Okay, okay. So that means that you closed earlier
Yeah.
because of some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I remember that this was one of the topics we've discussed as well on our
Yeah.
session. And does it change, or was there any, let's say, difference after our session with this?
Definitely yes, yes. I would say, well, I remember one of the things that we talked in our session that was, what's the job of a trader? As a trader, so you need to be clear that the first point is do your proper technical analysis. So you do it, you are clear on what you want, what you're looking in the market. Then the second point in this list is execute the trade. So get on your idea. And then the most difficult one is to do nothing. Don't do nothing.
Yes.
So why? Because if you do something, maybe you are making a mistake in there.
Yeah.
Closing the trade early. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, the moment you place the trade, the job is done. You just need to maybe manage trade to break even or something if you have some
That's right.
trade management rules. Yeah, but I can relate with that. Like it's very difficult. So when this happens, let's say that you close trade early, and then you see it going without you. I believe that you can get emotional. Sometimes.
Yeah.
So, how you calm yourself down, or what helps you to keep yourself? Because I know many traders who just feel so betrayed by the market or by themselves, and they just go full revenge mode. But that's not your case. So my question is, how you do it?
Well, I struggle with those emotions because I feel them inside of me. I start thinking, okay, well, that money should be mine, should be in my pocket, but simply not, because you close the trade. So you need to accept that fact and then try to move on. That's and for moving on, well, I take simple actions like walking with the dogs or something like that, something going to the gym, something that actually distract me from looking at the charts.
So just occupy your mind with something else. Yeah, fine. Now I'm thinking about your start as a trader again, and your biggest mistakes back then. What would you say that was biggest mistake or bad path with your psychology or behavior when you started?
Well, couple of things would be, first of all, I was risking too much. I was using 1% risk when I didn't. Well, when you only have 10% of usually 10% of your account. That's what usually Proprimus gives you. So you only have 10 shots to blow before blowing the account. So I think many traders don't know that they are just managing 10% of that account, not the whole percent, not the 100% of the account. And the second one, I would say revenge trading. Revenge trading, because you have to know how to manage those emotions. And at the beginning, I didn't know. I just felt that impulse to put a trade in the market, and I used to do it. I used to do it.
Yeah, and maybe it was because of the risk was too high. So then, when the loss happened, I can imagine when I'm not prepared for the loss because I'm risking too much, I'm emotional, and I want to reduce that emotion, like by getting the money back. So
that's
again,
right.
we are about back with the risk management. Yeah, it's sometimes for me, even after the years, trading myself or coaching people or assisting them with trading, it strikes me how few topics it is and how much work we have, like by or with coping or with working with those few topics, because we talk about the risk management. And one difference in lot size means a lot of things. It's just not only the numbers, it also changes your perception about the trading and also the emotions.
That's right. I agree.
Okay.
100%.
Fine, fine. What would you say that are your strong sides or traits as a trader? Where do you think, because now we were talking about the weaknesses, but also you need to have some strong skills or skill set. So what would you say it is?
Definitely risk management. That way of thinking about just putting in 0.13. Sometimes I scale up my risk to 0.15, but it's not that much still. So that's the first one. And then the second one, I would say be a disciplined trader, because when I'm trading, I only allow to myself maximum 3 trades in loss per day, trying to catch maybe a trade. But if I failed, I don't trade anymore.
Yeah, so you have like a safety break.
Yes.
3 losses in a row.
That's right. So
or per day?
Per day, yeah.
Okay. How did you come up with this number?
I discovered the 3 losses in a row because, first of all, I checked the FTMO's website data, and I discovered that if my trade doesn't happen in those 3 tries, it won't happen for me. The majority on average, right? Because we know that trading is completely random, and it could be sometimes yes and sometimes no, but I prefer to stay on the side that no, okay, three losses for today, so I'm not trading anymore.
Yeah, okay, fine, because that just can mean that the setup is not working, and if you just continue, then again you are not trading your setup,
that's
but
right.
your emotions.
And you're not trading your trading plan,
yes.
which is more importantly.
Yes, yes. Fine. So for me, when I'm like listening you, I'm also thinking that big part of your success is introspection and awareness of what you are doing, because you said that I'm working with the metrics or with the data on the FTMO website, right. And then I'm like thinking what is going on, what I need to do, or when the big red day is happening, what is in the beginning. So for example, your 3 trades, safety break.
Safety break.
You know that after 3 trades, most likely if I have 3 trades losses, then I know that usually it goes just straight to the toilet. The day is like, if you would continue, and it's also emotionally tough to have a losing trade, because sometimes traders take trading personal.
That's the wrong way of taking trading.
My question would be, do you take trading personally, or do you have any experience with this? Does it resonate with you?
Yeah, well, when at the beginning, when I started, yes, I was taking trading personally, and maybe not trading as a whole, but the market. When the market was against me, I was taking that really, really personal. Maybe if the market stopped me out at break even, I used to feel that necessity to put again another trade, and because maybe I was thinking, okay, he is stopping me at break even, but then it will react on my favor. So I put in another trade, and maybe it wasn't a stop loss, just because of entering again. So in that case, I prefer to just accept the break even, than better than a loss, right?
Yeah, fine. Okay, thank you for nice insights. Is there anything what was going on your mind and you would like to add
Yes.
or share with other traders?
Maybe I would like to say that you need to know yourself as a trader, especially regarding money, because maybe you are feeling hungry in the sense that you actually need money, so you need to buy the food, pay some bills. But if you are actually doing trading for doing this and paying all these bills that we all have, you are starting your trading business the wrong way. You first need a regular job, and then try to do trading next to your regular job, and try to go that way. And once trading is going good for you, then you can start thinking about quitting your job.
I just completely agree with you, and thank you for this very nice piece of advice.
Very welcome.
Okay, so this was our performance talks with our special guest Juan. So once more, thank you for coming.
A pleasure to be here.
And as always, trade safe and see you next time.
This was FTMO Performance Talks. And for more, follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, SoundCloud, or subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content from FTMO. See you next time.